So today we are on a Kinetic 62, a full carbon performance sailing catamaran, and it is sick. So I'm going to take you on a bit of a tour of this boat and some cool features that I think are cool, and yeah. But first I got the opportunity to ask some questions about the boat to Bob Hayward, the owner of Kinetic Catamarans. So this is
Bob Hayward.
Bob Hayward, and he is the owner of this boat, right?
Yeah, owner of the boat and owner, well, part owner. We got a partner in South Africa, but we own the company that build these boats now.
So they own Kinetic Catamarans, and this is the Kinetic 62, as I told you, and it is full carbon.
Full carbon, yeah, even the rig. Everything on the boat is carbon, except for the furniture. We use another light way to do our furniture.
So what are some of your favourite features of this boat and favourite parts and stuff that you really enjoy that you don't find as much on other types of cruising boats?
Alright, well, this is a performance cruiser that you race occasionally, like we're doing now, and that's not uncommon. You know, there's other people making those, but what we decided that these are really cruising boats, fast cruising boats, fast passage making. You know, you can cross oceans quickly, you can get out of the way of bad weather, get to your destination quicker. You have an experience sailing it. On some of the heavier boats, you can't really go to windward. On this one, today we were hanging with the monohulls to windward. You have a groove, you can sail it, you can fly a hole on these boats. You probably don't want to because it's quite dangerous, so also they have all the cruising comfort. So we try and blend it. Like, for example, this cockpit we're sitting in right now, this is a functional sailing cockpit. You got your forward helm station right here. But also, when you're at anchor, you tuck all the lines away. You can put the awning out over it. It's beautiful. So we try and marry the two.
So this boat is like the perfect cruiser you could live on, but then you could also race and fly holes on it. So
yeah,
it's a crazy mix of performance and comfort.
Yes. Yeah. No, it is, and. There's trade-offs on every boat. We don't have a fly bridge. But the forward helm is a real feature, and it's interesting. We have buyers who say, "Well, I really just want the aft helms." I'm not so interested in the forward helm, and then once you get used to it, you tend to do a lot. From the forward helm here, you've got all your sail controls, or if you're racing, your trimmers right here, you can just verbally communicate with them. We coach-through step our mast, and it's sitting on top of a compression post, which is basically an extension of the mast. And what that does is it means when you're inside the salon, you don't have the mast taking up a big part of your forward view, so you get these beautiful 360-degree views. Which seems to be a trend now that other people are going to, and I think it's a really good thing, So it's just, what do you say? Yeah, there's always nice features on every boat. I'd say what I'm really proud of is how we've done it. Is we've sort of captured a good mix of ergonomics of living on a boat and enjoying cruising and having the space and having the views, but also having a really good sailing platform.
Well, thank you for sharing about this boat.
Yeah.
It's an amazing masterpiece.
Thank you.
I feel like you guys did very well designing this and building it.
Thank you. Yeah, and we're Kinetic Catamarans, so if you look at want to take a look at our website.
Alright, so just first of all, we've got this giant living outdoor lounge area with seats, and then davits for a dinghy, and there's the dinghy over there. And so the crazy part about this boat is it's still a big performance boat that's made of carbon fibre, but it can still have coffee makers, stoves, full-size boat fridges, 2 sinks, and the space in there is just massive. Like I was saying, full cabin, we've got a carbon fibre table. This is the nav desk. It's got a nice seat, and it's also got a secondary chart plotter along with some throttle controls and your radio. Alright, so down on the starboard side hull, this is 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. We'll start at the front. Alright, so the owners are actually staying in this one, so it's a bit messy, but it's actually a really spacious bed. And then the front, you've got a shower, not a wet head, so that's nice. Then you've also got we've got a carbon fibre toilet made for the Speedy and Supreme. Come down into the stern of the boat. We have got another magnificent carbon fibre toilet, but this bathroom is a wet head. So, and then you've got your aft cabin, which is still very spacious for a performance boat. Alright, so moving on to the port side, this is the owner's cabin. So if we move forward, we've got all this spacious clothing spaces. Then we've got more here. We've got another bed and side tables, stairs to get up to it. And then moving forward, we've got 2 sinks and a shower. Onto the stern of the boat on the port side, we have, then in here we've got another bathroom with a carbon fibre toilet, which is pretty cool. I like carbon fibre. And then we've got a desk, which seat folds out and sit here. It's just a desk, got shelves, and this is actually so cool because when I'm editing my videos, this would be amazing. Then we've got a little couch here that folds out into a double bed. Or it can just be a couch. So this could actually be a double bed. Pretty sick. So just out here, we have all of the line storage for the whole entire boat. All the sails and everything has all the lines right there and all the winches. Or you can just sit down and watch the waves and chill out while you're at anchor or sailing, whatever you want to do. So out here we've got all the sails just on the trampolines, and these hulls are like daggers. They're super sharp, so they just slice through the water. So just here we have a full carbon fibre mast that is 76.4 feet tall, and we also have a full carbon fibre boom with in-mast furling. So that means that your main sail rolls up into a little roll and goes inside your mast, which is pretty cool. If we come back here a little bit, we have solar. 2,200 watts of solar. That is so much solar, and that's only factory, so you can add way more if you want. It has this cool little live bait locker, so you fill it up with water and you can put your fish or your bait in there, which is kind of cool. Like, got a little bait locker on a 62-foot carbon performance boat, and it's just so simple. So up here on the coach roof, this thing is rock solid and it is massive. We got this beautiful carbon fibre boom that's super amazing, and solid, and I just asked Bob, and he said you can definitely jump off there. So I don't know if we ever get back on one of these and we're on the water, hit some backies off there or do a front flip or I don't know what. Yeah, it would be pretty cool though. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It is the end of this one. It was super fun to film because I got to go out and go and bidle on this boat, and I'm super happy that I got the opportunity to. Yeah, this boat is amazing. This is maybe one of my favourite boats of all time now. This is epic. We saw one of these back when we were in the British Virgin Islands on Uno. Yeah, it's epic. I really hope you enjoyed this type of content. It's a bit of a newer one for me, kind of doing boat reviews, but yeah, I think this one is an amazing boat, and I really don't know what else I can say about this boat. It was just so cool. Yeah. If you did enjoy this video, please do like and consider subscribing. It helps me out a bunch, and maybe if I get enough subscribers, I can go on some more of these kinds of boats and film more kind of boat review videos. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching, and see you next time. Boom! Pause now if you want to look at the spec sheets.